Hey everybody, Mags here. We are going to review some of the hints and tips that we've been given this year on the Dynasty Hot Seat. If you are new here, do me a favor, can you like, comment, share on this video for me, please, like you can see here. And then also, if you're new here, why not hit that subscribe button too? It really helps out. Right, on to the hints and tips.
All right, so my biggest tip for the art of war is know your leagues. Every league is different. Know, and I mean like everything about your league. Know your scoring settings when you're getting into this. As you're going to see, we're going to go into a dynasty startup mock draft. So like know those settings before you're getting in. Like yours isn't tight end premium. That's very good to know. Know if it's 6 point, 4 point. Know your league mates. This might sound really shady, but I take notes sometimes on league mates and their tendencies. So if I'm in another startup league with them and I know, for example, you like you're a big Nick Chubb fan, I know I might have to take him a little bit higher if I see that you're picking before me, right?
Yeah.
If I know I'm picking before you, I think I can let them slide. That's fine. But you gotta end up knowing and like adjust your total ADPs, right? Like looking on a sheet on Sleeper isn't fluid for everybody. Yeah. So that's my number one thing. Number two would be, I hear a lot of people say Dynasty is played in a 3-year window, and I would agree on that. But too often than not, I see guys stuck in the perennial rebuild of a 2-year rebuild plan. Year 3, I'm going to end up doing it. Well, year 1 fell apart. So let's just push that 2-year rebuild plan a little bit further down the line, further down the line. You're farming for the league. Stop it. Change your attitude. Reach out to somebody that's not in the league that you trust. Have them go over your roster. Don't be afraid to blow it up. And the third thing that I would truly like to iterate to your listeners is don't fall for sunken cost fallacy, which means, as they're going to see, we're going to do a startup draft. I don't give 2 shits if you drafted a guy in round 2. If he's a bust next year and his value's dropping, You got to be able to get out from under that. Don't stay under the thumb of a guy because you dropped a 2nd round pick on him. You got to be able to flip. And if you see that price declining and a guy coming up on the way up. So those are my three tips for ships, or you know what I mean.
Tips for ships. Yeah, I really like that expression. That's great. And yeah, I think it is just so important. You're right. Sort of two of your tips there are kind of just, you have to be honest with your team, and that's really good advice. Get somebody else who's not in the league to look over it. Like, hey man, like, what do you honestly think of this, and what do you think I should maybe do? And if they tell you, from their perspective that you should just blow it up, or you should, maybe keep going for it, it is really important to get, don't think that you know more than you know. Like, just be really honest with yourself and try to get as much value as you can from those players too. Especially that last tip. I think that's a new one on the show, that, look at that depreciating value and don't think that all of a sudden Julio Jones is going to be a wide receiver 1 again, because he's not. Like, get rid of him if you can, and you probably missed that boat now if you're carrying Julio Jones around. So even if it is depreciating value, it's still value, and if you don't sell, you're going to end up with nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I see way too many guys do it, and that can sink your dynasty team so fast, and then you'll be one of those middling farm teams with a 2-year rebuild plan that takes 7 years.
Yeah, exactly. I like that expression as well, farming the league, just making everyone else around you better, and then you're just stuck.
Yeah,
really like that expression. And we're gonna hop into segment number 2, and we're not going to be farming anything apart from glorious picks for us. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Remember, like this video, leave a comment if you want, and subscribe to the channel. These videos are going to be coming thick and fast, so you don't want to miss anything. So that's it for today. In the meantime, keep yourselves, keep your teams lit. We'll see you next time.